Welcome back to the Hustle, Heal, and Heals podcast, where ambition meets self-care. We're your hosts, Kiara
and Fifi,
and today we're going to be discussing balancing the grind.
How to have your 9 to 5 and still get your hustle in the gym. Number one thing, consistency. That's really the balancing part, just staying consistent.
It's so hard to stay consistent.
It's annoying to stay consistent. Can't I just have motivation like every single day and not have to rely on discipline?
Yeah, no, can I just like have my alarm go off and be like, I'm ready to do this. I don't feel like someone's holding a gun to my head and dragging me to gym.
I know. And the thing is, what I've struggled with the most is that regardless of when you work out, work always finds a way to creep in. And you're just so exhausted. And the thought of having to go to the gym, I know some people, you're going to be in the comment section, it's like, yeah, well, gym helps me clear my mind and relieve stress and helps me clear my mind and helps me sleep. And yes, it helps with all of that, but it helps after you've gotten there. The first hurdle is making the decision to get there. Because, yeah, once you're there, it does all those things. It's fantastic. But
and then once you leave, it's like, once you're there, it's great. And
yes.
Then once you leave, like if you're a morning gymmer like us, it's the thought of having to do the full 8-hour day and then possibly a little bit more. And it's, how am I going to make it to lunchtime?
Yeah.
And then when you do the full day and like you've done a little bit more maybe, and then you've done all the other things that you need to do for life, and then it's like 11 o'clock and you're thinking about how your alarm's going to go off at 4:30, it's maybe I should take a break. Maybe tomorrow needs to be a rest day.
Actually, yes.
Maybe I hope you don't phone me, or maybe I hope I don't wake up to a message where you tell me that you're awake so that we can just
That
leave.
message is so annoying. I wake up every single morning at 5 a.m. and either I send the first message or Kiara sent the first message, just letting the other person know that, hey, we're awake, we're really doing this. And you're like, okay, great. Now I have to get up. I need to start getting ready for the gym. But on the other hand, I kind of wish the message said, tomorrow? We'll try again tomorrow?
But also, like, I know if I message and then I'll see it's just one tick for a little bit, and then like I'm chilling there crossing fingers that you're still just sleeping.
And a lot of the times I'm not. I've been awake. I don't want to go to my messages and get the 2 ticks, because then it's reality. Then I have to leave my warm bed and get my ass to the gym. So actually, you're balancing 3 things. You're balancing your 9 to 5. 4 things. 9 to 5, life, sleep, and gym.
I'm just a baby.
I want to do this. I miss the days when I just had someone create a schedule for me. Like, you remember when you were in like primary school or like middle school or wherever you are, middle, primary, secondary, whatever. But you had a schedule. Everyone your teachers gave you a schedule, and you just knew where to be and at what time and what was expected of you. And every day was just outlined. Like, you didn't have to think about that. You just had to apply yourself mildly.
And there was enough time for sleep.
Like, I asked myself, how do we do so many subjects as a kid? You had to learn all these different things. Like topographies and how to read a map. Like, why?
Also, how did I study till like 2 a.m. when I was in campus, and then wake up at 6 and go write an exam and come back and like do everything that I needed to do? That energy that I had at 18, I wanted again.
Yeah, no. We're different like that. I never studied a minute past 10. I was just like, what I don't know from here, Jesus, take the wheel. So, I couldn't. I don't understand how you guys could do that. I could never study late.
It's because the studying started at 10 o'clock. Because, after you get past the procrastination, and then you realize that this actually needs to be done because, my future may depend on it, and finishing my degree is a little bit reliant on me passing this exam. But the panic starts to kick in, and then you're like, oh, okay, I'm going to need to study. So the studying starts at 10, and then you finish at 2, and then it's like, yeah, the fate of this is in the hands of the university.
Okay, so what's interesting to see is that for you, the studying started at 10. My studying started at like 10 a.m. because I've been procrastinating since probably like 7 a.m. when I said I would start. And that's also something, like, Kiara is such a night owl and I'm a morning bird. Like, I prefer to start early and get it done early.
Yeah, the fact that you were even like awake and planning to study at 7 a.m. is just concerning.
Yeah, because then
I was out. Fast asleep.
Yeah, see, because then by like 8 o'clock you're doing your cramming, and like 9 p.m. normally I was like done for the exam the next day. And then if I really needed to push, it would be like till 10 and 11 if I was really scared.
I feel like the best consistency I had, though, was in campus.
Yes.
So when I was doing my last degree, which also happened to be during COVID, which probably made a difference.
Must be great. I did not have that pleasure.
I had the pleasure of being able to, study the normal hours and then exams and assignments, but also I could train during the day.
Yeah.
And I was still living at home with my parents as well, so it wasn't that much responsibility, or as much as now. It was a lot easier to like make sure that I was doing everything that I needed to do. So the effort that needed to go into the grind, and then the effort that needed to go in to training and getting enough sleep. Like there was enough space to be consistent.
Yeah. And I think varsity was like the perfect combination. Like, you have a structure because there are times where you have lectures, there are dates where you have you've got deadlines so that you work towards, like a test or a assignment.
And it was very rare that something like random popped up or something urgent popped up.
Yeah, it was predictable.
Yeah.
You knew how your day was going to go out, so you could structure the rest of life to happen around that much, much easier. So that's what you need to remember, that sometimes when you see the 4 a.m. or the 3 a.m. or whatever time it might be, the schedules that you see, people's morning routines, people's daily lives, people's my 5 to 9 before my 9 to 5 or something like that, you need to take into account everyone's jobs are the same, and everyone works. Each company has a different culture. Each person has a different work schedule. So someone
has a different life.
Yes, so it's not going to work for you. It's not a one size fits all.
Yeah.
And now you see all of that on social media. It's like, okay, I think I should also wake up at this time and go to the gym, because then I'll get my life together. No, babes. If it never fit into your lifestyle before, it will not fit now. The only reason why I made the decision, because when COVID started, I started working.
Yes.
So I had just joined the firm, and it was like my first ever job from school. So I studied for a lot of years, and then I went into corporate, and I quickly realized that I have no say, or I have a say, but it's very hard to predict what my day will come to.
Yeah.
So once I'm walk through the building, anything can happen, and then I don't know whether I'm ending at normal time or I'm ending at are you serious time. So the only way I could fit it into my lifestyle and be consistent was to go in the mornings, because that's when I had the most time and the most flexibility as how to utilize that time. So I naturally became and it also worked out because I was a morning person. I started studying in the morning. I woke up early. I went to the gym, and then I started studying, and then I would just study straight through until evening and then relax. So that fit into a typical corporate day where you'd wake up, go to work, and then come home, relax. So it was easier for me to fit that into my schedule, and then I just went along. It made sense. But those days where you like, you know how I was making fun, like, you don't know when you're going to end? Yeah. Getting enough sleep. It is a big thing. And then you wake up in the mornings like, you know what? 6 to 8 hours is very important.
Yes. There's a reason they tell you to get 6 to 8 hours of sleep, or maybe a little bit more.
Exactly. Sometimes, though, please, I think the jury's still out whether you can bank sleep or catch up on sleep. Not a professional in this. Do not take my word for it. But I'm not in the habit of trying to catch up on sleep. Like, if I slept 4 hours every single day during the week, I'm not going to try and catch that up on the weekend. Like, sleep 8 to 10 hours every day.
I feel like you would be so exhausted by the end of it, you would just be out.
You'd think, no, you adapt.
Sometimes I worry about you and your sleeping patterns. I just need you to know that.
I've had like 4 years of terrible sleep. I think I've had like this since when? Last year was still a bit. This year I've had good sleep. In the past, like, 6 years.
Okay, so we need to get your sleeping patterns consistent as well.
Yes. Yeah, sometimes that's where you need to start, you know? And then once your sleep is consistent...
With the comforts in life.
Yeah, with the sleeping pattern that's consistent, you'll be able to hit the gym harder. Because when you are tired, it's so much harder to get in a good workout because all you're thinking about is your bed.
Or about how much you don't want to be there doing that.
And we've done that before. We've gone to the gym and we're like, okay, let's do like a full body weight exercises. Let's get in and out. Let's do this quickly. We've got all the exercises. We bring out a yoga mat and we go sit in the studio. And we are just like...
Nap on the yoga mat.
Yeah.
We're there with our plan and our weights and everything. And then it's just like... If I lie here for a few minutes, I'm going to feel better. Or if I lie here for a few minutes, I'm going to be able to make it through the day.
And then half an hour later.
Yeah.
Because that's also another thing we implemented. Well, we tried to. Because we have days where we said, let's do light days.
Yes.
If you're going to go to the gym, like, majority of the week, I know some people go, like, 3 to 4 times, and that's more than enough. Like, 3 times is probably, like, the standard. But we decided to do, like, every single weekday at a minimum, just because it just helps us get through the rest of the day. Yeah, we said it should be the start of our day.
It also just helped me with, like, general discipline.
Yes.
And, like, a structure for the day, which I really needed at some point.
Yeah, because
especially till I get back into the training, because there was a point where I was just not consistent.
No.
Because everything kept changing, so I changed jobs, and then my routine changed because of the change in hours, and then the change in projects, so the change in requirements, that just changed when I was able to actually train. So there was just zero consistency, and yeah, the morning thing had to be like an absolute non-negotiable, because that was like my time. But it was also great for the discipline, because now that it's getting cold and I'm convinced it feels like somebody really is holding a gun to my head and making me go to gym,
we just do it now.
That isn't the case. Like, my body now just wakes up.
It's really annoying when it wakes up before that.
Yeah, no, there's no need for you to be waking up an hour before my alarm.
Yes, and there's no going back to sleep at that point. Like, you're awake. Like, your body's going like, get your banana, get your water, let's get to the gym. And you're like, no. So yeah, the morning helped with the consistency.
The worst part was last week, though, because for some reason, I kept waking up thinking that I'd missed my alarm and that I hadn't, like, gotten any of your messages, and I was going to be late, and you were going to be waiting, and it was very stressful. So I was, like, waking up from asleep thinking that I'd skipped my alarm and that we were going to miss gym. The panic.
I know. You see, we're at that stage now where we panic at missing a workout. It only took 4 months. And it hasn't gotten easier, but it's gotten more...
It's gotten necessary.
Yes. Like, we don't have to force ourselves. Well, sometimes we do. But it's less of forcing myself and more of just... I know as soon as for me, it's just put the workout clothes on.
Yeah.
As soon as I've put on that sports bra, believe me, I'm going. I'm not doing that effort for nothing.
Once I've gotten out of bed and brushed my teeth. I'm not getting out of bed and brushing my teeth to not do something productive. Yeah, exactly. Like, immediately after that.
Exactly. That's actually, like, a key thing that has helped me if you're wanting to be a morning or even afternoon, or even you're just struggling to get yourself to the gym. Put on your workout clothes and then decide.
Ooh. So, light bulb moment.
Yeah.
I remember, I think it's James Clear, so Atomic Habits.
Yeah.
Where he was like, you don't rise to the level of your goals, but you fall to the level of your systems.
Yes.
And basically what was really cool there, because it was something I actually tried to implement at one stage last year when I was trying to get back into being consistent, and it was like certain things. So like your alarm goes off, you get up, you brush your teeth, and then you put your gym clothes on, you grab your bag, you put your shoes on, you have your banana, you grab your car keys.
Yeah.
Like that's
habit
sequence
stacking.
of steps. Habit stacking. That was what it was.
Yeah.
And that was really cool because that's what happens now.
Yes. So
and I'm also just realizing that's what happens now, and
that's what
I feel very enthusiastic about this.
Yeah, so we did it without even realizing it because we had to find a way to cope. And the only way to cope was to come up with a structure to get you through it. So wake up, brush teeth. So my one is I could do all of that and still go to bed.
Yeah.
So mine is as soon as I've put on my gym clothes, that's the thing that triggers my brain that I'm going to the gym.
Oh.
Yeah, because I can do all of that and then just go to bed and be like, okay, so when I wake up, I just have to shower and get dressed and leave. And get to the office. So the thing that triggers in my brain that it's time to go to the gym now is putting on the workout clothes. As soon as I've got the workout clothes, that's why I say put on the workout clothes and then decide. I promise you, after you've put on the clothes, you're not going to be like, okay, I'm going back to bed. Going back to get... But then, I remember last year, though, I went through a rough patch where I was just exhausted. Like, I was just so uninterested in doing anything other than surviving a day. I got to the gym and took a nap. In the car parking lot. I got to the gym and took a fat nap. I came back like an hour and a half later, pretending I'd been sweating. I showered, I got dressed, and I went to work. I didn't care. So I had to come up with a second trigger this year. Oh, you helped.
Oh my god.
I had to come up with a second trigger. And the trigger couldn't start at the gym because I thought just seeing the gym and being a few steps from the entrance would necessitate me walking in and working out. No. The trigger had to be in the car. So now what I do, stacking a habit, I grab the banana, I grab my water, and then I go to the gym. Because before then I was just like doing everything dry. So now the banana somehow in my mind means I can't get to the gym and chill. It makes sense to me. This is a very personal journey that you all have to go on. You need to find little triggers that help you stick to the habit. But this has been like going on for years, because I remember when I was studying, and when you want to stop studying and you see a bunch of motivational videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
One of the can't remember what, but he was like, I think a Stanford or Harvard professor on how to study and how to get into the routine of studying is exactly that, stacking a habit. And this was before Atomic Habits. I don't know if okay, anyway.
I don't even know.
But yeah, I used to be like, if you pick a specific place in wherever you have available, that you associate with studying. So that's the place you study. So every time you go there, your brain must think studying.
Right, because people are creatures of habit.
You're a creature of habit.
Yeah.
So get a light is like, buy a lamp, get a place, and do nothing else in this place but study. And then you're gonna pick something to do before and after, to trigger that after I do this, I need to go study, and after I've studied, I do this. So you do this, you go to study, and then you switch on the light bulb. You gather all your things, and then switch on the light bulb. As soon as you switch on the light bulb, you start. And then you just train your mind to associate these tasks with being productive, and that's how you be productive. So it doesn't have to be studying; it could just be like work, like normal work. If you're struggling to get through, because sometimes you could find it hard to concentrate on your daily tasks for work purposes.
Yeah.
Depending
on the day. Yeah.
Depending on the day,
Yeah.
So even doing that is like, I'm gonna make a coffee. So for me, in order to start being productive at work, I make a coffee. That
makes so much sense now.
If you see me work without a cup of coffee in the morning, just I'm doing nothing. I have been forced to be here against my will, and I'm being held captive by a meeting and cannot get my morning cup of coffee. I cannot start now. I saw the video, and since varsity, I didn't have a light. I didn't like the light because I had a lot of natural light in my room. I used coffee. So I'd make a cup of coffee, sit down, and as soon as I have my coffee and my things, studying started. So
that's actually really interesting.
Yeah.
Because I've never actually thought about it that way. But I remember, God, I don't even know when it was, and I think it was this random like Instagram reel way back where it was about the only person you're cheating is yourself.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you go to the gym and you're telling everybody that you're going to the gym, but you don't actually do what you're meant to be doing, the only person that you're harming is yourself. If you're saying I'm studying and you're not actually studying, the only person that's detrimental to is yourself. And like, oh my God, this was like 5 years ago I probably saw it.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing it, and like, it would come and go. And like, now when I get to the gym and I'm like, I'm getting here at 5:30, like, I've made the sacrifice. I've dragged myself out of bed. Sometimes I get up willingly to go because there are days of genuine enthusiasm. But like, I'm here, and if I don't do this properly, the only person I'm disappointing is myself. And sometimes that, like, it really is like, I need to get there, and I need to give this 120%.
Yeah.
Because if I don't, I'm screwing myself over, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah, my quote was, the time is going to pass anyway, so you can either waste it or use it.
Yeesh.
I know. It's like, you can do it and you cannot.
I'm going to remind you about that tomorrow when we're training legs.
It's like, time is going to move regardless of whether you decide to do it or anyway, so... At the end of the year, you can either have a year of lessons and progress, or you can have a year of regrets. And that's a harsh pill to swallow. It hurts.
And then I suppose, like, it's how do you use your time meaningfully then?
Yeah.
To balance everything that you want to do. So...
Because life isn't just about gym and work. And I know it might seem that way, that it gets very overwhelming.
Yeah.
When you see everyone living their best life in the gym, living their best life traveling, living their best lives that they climb the corporate ladder. And you think, how are they doing this? I barely have time.
Yeah. Like, when are they relaxed? Like,
where's
the relaxing? Yeah. Where's the errands? Where's the time to do, like...
life.
And the responsibilities.
Yeah, because I need to know when they're just filing documents, you know?
Yeah.
Organizing stuff.
Running to the errands. What they want to eat for the rest of the week.
Yes, I've needed to go to the pharmacy every day this week, and I've still not managed. I do you know what the thing is urgent. Like, I need it.
Yeah.
I need it. Not managed. Just, the thing is, there probably is time somewhere. But because something else has taken up something else's time.
Yes.
I've allocated something else to the time I'm supposed to go out and get what I need. Like food. I don't have food for tonight. I do have food in general. But
she just has to cook it, and she doesn't want to cook it before anybody gets concerned.
Yes. What's happening is, like, I've got ingredients. I don't have a meal. And I'm pissed. And I'm just like, people who do what I eat in a day, and every single meal that day is cooked from scratch. Please be real.
I'm also convinced that it's part of their entire week off, because also if I have a day off, I'm not doing
no.
Yeah, no.
I'm still not cooking the 3 meals a day.
No.
I have a day off, you're gonna see 3 containers.
Yes.
And then some of it will be meal prep and a takeaway.
And if you're lucky, I may have made breakfast, because that I actually enjoyed making for myself. But everything else, person. I'm a breakfast person. I am a breakfast person. Oh, I love breakfast. Breakfast and brunch. I'll make you breakfast one day.
I used to live off of coffee for breakfast. I'm now having a breakfast, and my breakfast is some, in South Africa it's pro-life, pro-nature, or like future life. I mix between the two. Everywhere else it's kind of like cream of wheat, sort of a vibe. And then I just add some like nut butter, and I move on with life. And that's breakfast. That's the extent of I will make an effort for breakfast.
As long as something is getting into your body before coffee, I'm very proud of you.
Yes. Yeah. That is another thing I implemented.
Yeah. Food
before caffeine. And this is pre-workout.
Actually, we need to get some pre-workout.
We do need to get some pre-workout.
Some pre-workout.
Yeah. If you guys have any pre-workouts that you like using, let us know and we'll try them, because we're in the market for a pre-workout and we're trying different ones from different companies.
And I don't think there's anything that we've absolutely loved yet.
No.
They're all kind of there, but not really there.
Yeah, the worst pre-workout is one that gives you the tingles or the itch. and no energy. Your face is just tingling. You want to scratch off your face, but I don't have any energy for this next lift, and I'm just like, you've missed the point. But anyway, so yeah, if you guys have any pre-workouts, let us know and we'll try them, or pre-workouts that you want us to try on your behalf. We will volunteer to be your guinea pigs within reason. Within reason.
Yeah, within reason, because
health and safety.
Yeah, and some of the ones we tried were severely questionable.
Very questionable. And we won't mention them.
Yeah,
no free promo.
Not here. But how are we structuring a schedule to make sure that we're getting in what we need to be getting in for ourselves during the day? Because while, I mean, the day has worked for us, and morning workouts are absolutely ingrained in our routine. That's not changing. We're morning people now. I cannot believe you turned me into a morning person.
I am influencing everyone in our group.
She is. Gosh. So one of our other friends has also gotten up, and now she's coming to gym every morning, and we're so proud of her. Because she was not a morning person as well.
No.
Oh my God, to get her out of bed in the morning is like to wake up a sleeping baby. And then
drag her.
Yeah, there are a few people.
There's a few. There are a few people even at work who are now starting to go, not every day, but some days they go in the morning. So, it's worked for us. And the reason why it works for us, it helps that we're all actually in the same industry.
Yeah, it does.
So our schedules are pretty similar. Mm-hmm. And it actually works for them to go in the morning, and they've realized this now. They just need to get into the routine of going in the morning. So I think that's why it worked for them. But there's a lot to be said about people who go in the evening as well.
Because there are a lot of people that, we know that the evening works for them. So even after a long day of work, it's their routine that I'm finishing work at 5:00. I will be at the gym by 5:30, and then for some of them it's an hour and a half of a routine, and it's consistent 4 times a week. I know one of my friends has made sure that gym happens Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, because you have so much control over your time on a Saturday and a Sunday that it's easy to make it a non-negotiable on the weekend.
Yes. Please tell me why that friend made us go on a Sunday morning.
At 7:30.
In the morning, please. I know you're listening. I've not forgiven and I have not forgotten. That Sunday morning. And the person had the audacity to be like, Sunday gym crew. I was like...
The vibes were there.
The vibes were there. It was actually a good group of us. And the vibes are great. But we were tired. This was their day 3. This was our day 8 in the gym.
Because there was a point where we were psychotic enough to think that we could do every single day. So we were doing Monday to Saturday.
Yes.
And on Saturdays, it was a slow day because it was
Pilates.
It was Pilates and it was stretch class.
Yeah.
So even if we did Sunday, it was going to be an active day. Maybe a walk.
Yes.
Or just a chill. But gym at 7:30 that morning, ish.
I was just this. Anyway, we've not repeated that. They now go to gym on a Sunday by themselves, because Sunday is our rest day. It's our dedicated rest day. And I think at the beginning of this, and I feel like a lot of people are, they do this a lot, is you go gung ho.
Yes.
You overcomplicate everything. So you go from not working out to working out 7 days a week.
Yeah.
And you burn out so quickly. Do not overcorrect. For us, it works going as many days as we do, but that's because we need to go as many days as we do. If there is a day that I am working, it is a day that I need to go to the gym, because it just sets my mood. Yeah. It gets it going. For me, it's I've already won the day because I've already done this difficult task. So the rest of the day, I can handle. Yeah. The boost of energy from a morning workout is real. It is real. You get a massive boost of energy. Those are endorphins, they happen. Which is why, I tend to struggle with the evening. Because I feel I get the boost and I get the endorphin rush. At the end of the day, when I don't need it, I need melatonin. I need to sleep. Yeah. I want to go back to bed. I want to be cozy. And also find it hard to get our entire routine done at night. because that means we're just in the gym for so long, and it's getting later, and you have to shower, and you still have to cook if you're me, and you still have to eat, and like it's just annoying. But for some people who religiously meal prep every single meal, they know they just get home and they put something in the microwave, and then they eat, and then they go to bed. And they might be night owls, so they sleep later and they wake up much later than we do. So they still get the same amount of sleep.
Because also, I mean, the days we went in the evening, because it was like, if we're skipping the morning, we're doing the evening, it has to be one or the other. It was gym every day. But the days we went in the evening, we were still going the following morning.
It made no sense. It was terrible.
So, yeah, no, you're watching that clock and you're just thinking about how that alarm's going to go off at 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
4.
But yeah, evening workouts are for people after you've had a long day. It's great stress relief, and then it just sets your mood. It winds you down, because you know how important that is. I've heard it's very important to wind down and to decompress. So for people, that's going to the gym, and it works really well.
Yeah, like it's like the end to their day, because all they have to do is get home and cook and chill, and then I think their mornings don't start as early.
Yes.
Which is helpful, I think. So it helps to kind of know
your routine. So that's what, it has to
also what works for you. Like, what kind of person
are you?
Yeah,
if you're not a morning person and you want to be a morning person,
definitely doable.
It is doable. This is how I did it, because I used to it used to annoy my mom to no end, because I could sleep the morning away. I could wake up at like 10, 11, 12, 1. And that's when my day started.
Oh my God.
I went from that to waking up at 4 a.m. So this is how I did it. This is how I became a morning person. I started small. So I said, what is a reasonable time that I should be getting up? And I started doing this during varsity. Yeah, during varsity, because it came to a point where I didn't have classes that started in the morning. So I wouldn't wake up early. Mm-hmm. The only time I only woke up early when I needed to wake up early. Doesn't mean I'm a morning person.
Yeah.
So everyone cannot be a morning person, but you're still going to wake up in the morning and go to work. But when I didn't have to wake up in the morning, I'd wake up whenever I had time. So I was like, okay, let's say 8 a.m. because my class starts at 11. Mm-hmm. So 8 a.m. is a good time. Let me not wake up at 10 and shower and do everything I need to do in half an hour and race to campus to be there by 11. Wake up at 8. So I said, what's a reasonable time? And then what's a stretch time? Like 6. 6 for me to have a 6 a.m. And that worked for me because that gave me leeway. Because a lot of the times you're never going to get it right. And it's not going to be tomorrow I'm going to wake up and at 8 a.m. and I'm going to be doing that consistently. So I came up with the time that I ideally wanted to wake up. And then I came up with the stretch time. And then I set my alarm to that stretch time. And I set 1 alarm. So if you don't wake up, automatic failure to start the day. There's no backup plan. You have to get up and just go through the day. It sounds harsh, but that's the reality. There's no backup. There's no do-overs. If you don't get up, if you snooze your alarm and you wake up later than you said you wanted to wake up, then you've not met the commitment that you set to yourself. So you try again the next day. So 1 alarm on a stretch target, and I didn't focus on being productive. I just focused on waking up. That was the goal. Wake up and not fall back asleep. I could wake up and scroll. Wake up and go for a walk. Wake up and do anything I wanted. I just had to get up. That was the goal. Started there. And then once I could consistently get up, it didn't happen overnight. It happened months that I could wake up consistently at 6. I was like, okay, now I want to be more productive. So I want to work out. So wake up at 6 and go to the gym. So we did that. And did fun things. So I worked out with a friend and we did bounce fitness, and I'll tell you all about that in a different episode, because what a wow. Can't believe that was everything, but we've found a way to be excited about waking up. So wake up and do this, and then I built up that habit again, habit stacking, full circle. And then it just carried on from there. So if you're trying to wake up earlier, like if you wake up at 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. now for work, and you want to try wake up and be a 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. person, Here's my advice to you. Set the alarm and then wake up and just sit in bed and do nothing. Don't fall asleep. Like, scroll if you have to scroll to stay engaged.
So I remember you actually telling me that.
Yeah.
When I was telling you that I wanted to start becoming a morning person because I needed to feel like I had more time in my day. Or like I needed to feel like I had more time in my day.
Yeah.
And I remember setting that alarm. And I think I tried it for like 2 weeks, which obviously was probably not enough. But I remember feeling like I needed to have something to get up for. Okay. So like I needed to have a reason to be awake at that time, because if I didn't have a reason to be awake at that time, why the hell was I awake?
Because you're a 4 a.m. girly. So this is why sometimes that's how I find that if I can do it without having a reason to do it, then that just becomes my routine. I'm not relying on an external factor.
Yeah.
Because as soon as someone takes away, or that external factor is taken away, that habit is you're gonna fall short on your habit because you're relying on something in order to do that action. So that's why I was like, just wake up and do nothing. Like, as soon as you just focus on the art of getting up and not falling back asleep, so your body gets into that system of, this is the time I wake up, regardless of what's going on that day. Obviously, please be flexible. Don't go to bed at 2 a.m. and then try to wake up at 4. That's on normal days, this is the time I wake up. But to give your body enough time to sleep, I promise you, you will have at least one bad night, where it's especially the first night where you're trying to implement this and your body's not used to sleeping early, so it doesn't, and you still set the alarm, and that's one bad night, because by the time the next day rolls around, you've had like 4 hours of sleep, and you've been awake since 4 a.m. You will pass out, and then you'll get enough sleep and it'll be easier to wake up the next day. But yeah, I recommend trying first, not having something to wake up to. But for Kiara, having something to wake up for was the key factor.
Because although now I can wake up, because now I know that if I start my day early, I know exactly what I can get done, and I know what I can do if I have more time in my day. So like, even if we're not going to gym,
you still wake up early.
I'm still waking up early because I still have stuff to do, and
or it's the weekend. Because now I wake up early on the weekends.
Oh yeah, no, but I'm also tired early on the weekends. This old age thing is not. I'm not enjoying it.
So yeah, if you want to be a morning person, that's how you do it. That's my advice to you.
Definitely some cons, but yes.
Yeah, pros. If you are an evening person, let us know how you became an evening. Like, how do you handle it? Especially if you've got a job with unpredictable hours, or like shift workers, or someone who might work for an international, so they work different hours according to where the company is headquartered.
Or just the guys that actually get up early and then they're at work early. So like the ones that start at 7 o'clock because they're like, cool, I'm gonna be done by 3:30.
Yeah.
What happens when you're stuck there till 5:30?
Yes. What happens to your day then? And also, what happens to your energy levels? Because you've been awake and you've been going for far longer than the rest of us. It's also why I used to be that person. I used to sleep at like 9 and then wake up and go to the gym for an hour and then be at the office at like 7:30. I don't do that anymore because I notice, regardless of how early I am, things happen.
You're still leaving at 5.
I'm still leaving at 5. So I get what I need to get done in the morning, and then I go to the office because it makes no difference. But yeah, what happens to people who arrive at the 7 to 3 that turns out to be 5?
Yeah.
What happens there?
I do want to know.
Very interesting to find out.
But yeah, I think we can just say though that like the key to our consistency has been picking a time that works for us.
It has been. It has been not adhering to someone else's definition of what it should look like, and just finding what actually fits into our lifestyle.
And we've also refined like our workouts and what works for us multiple times over the last couple months.
Heavily refined it. Yeah.
I actually think we're due for a refinement soon as well.
Yeah, because I think it's been like 10 weeks. 10, no, 12.
12.
It's been 12 weeks.
It's almost the end of the 12th week.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
We'll do a little guide of what we did for the past 12 weeks that got us to this point for everyone. It'll be on Instagram. Our Instagram handle will be in the link and the description below. The link will be below and the description will be below, so you can find it there. But yeah, that really helps. We're actually going to do a refresh of the gym. Also, funny enough, we'll also do like a little Gym Chronicles episode where we tell you guys some of the things that's kept us motivated in the gym. You know, when people talk about the gym community is a real thing, but some people in that community is, hey, we need to talk. There's a couple of individuals I'm keen to know what they're training for.
I want to know what they know.
Yes. What do they know that we tell us?
Yeah, tell us what you know that we don't know.
Yeah. Are the UFO things that we're seeing on our reels actual real? Like, should I be worried?
Yeah.
Are we training for something? Are we... Because
I remember our first week.
Hercules.
Oh, Hercules.
I love Hercules.
So the story of Hercules is actually the backstory to how we decided to start this podcast. But we were telling our friends about the story of Hercules, and our very first week at gym.
Yeah.
It was a Tuesday, and we were training. It was a push day, so we are trying to just chest press our 12 kgs, because I was
you're giving us credit.
Was it
like 8?
This was the first week.
It was the first week.
God, yeah, no, this was the first week. It was, we were holding 8s. We did do 12s at one point. I was very proud of us for that. But back to the beginning.
Yeah, very beginning.
The very beginning, and we were trying to bench chest press our very tiny weights, and a few benches over is this guy, and
we've named him Hercules.
We've named him Hercules. He has these dumbbells that are stacked, and Peace is looking at him, and she's looking at the stacked dumbbells, and she's wondering why they're stacked.
Yes, I was like, I've never seen this before. Are you gonna try and like do a sort of a row movement? What's going on? And they were heavy.
It was 60 kgs.
Yes, that's what initially caught my mind, and I was like, "What are you doing?" So one of the things that popped into my mind is that a tripod for his phone?
Was he recording?
No.
Oh.
That was one of...
Oh shit, okay.
Because I couldn't fathom that you could pick that up. Surely not.
And then he proceeds to pick up a 60 kg dumbbell in each hand.
I do not know what that is in pounds.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry guys. But yeah, 60 kgs in each hand. And then this man proceeds to do 3 clean reps of a very well-formed chest press. And we stood there in awe.
Yes. And do you know what was my favorite part? He didn't drop the weights for everyone in the gym to turn around and see. He laid them down back onto the stack. Very politely, very demure. I loved it. Didn't give us all a fright.
It was fantastic.
Assert dominance. It was fantastic.
So much respect for the weights in his hand.
Yeah. And also seeing him progress, because
because we see him every week, and we do look for him, because it is one of the things that we try to keep track of. And I think one of the coolest things is that we watched him go from doing 3 clean reps to, I think he does like 6-7 clean reps of those 60 kgs in each hand. And like, we're in awe every single time we see him. But the consistency, like for us, for me, that was a very, very, very cool thing, because man was doing so well.
Oh yeah. He's like, okay.
At some point we should probably speak to him.
We will.
Maybe.
We'll see. Yeah, we have a couple of questions, but if you guys also have questions about Hercules, let us know, and we'll brave it, and we'll go ask him. Because what else can we lose? That helped. Also, the personal trainer coming to tell us he's proud.
Oh yeah, he saw us so many times. Oh, I appreciate him.
I appreciate the gym community, guys. They're very good.
And like, I think that comes from showing up, and I think I've seen it so many times on Instagram where it's not about perfection, it's just about showing up, and it's about being there every day, and it is about showing up. It's about showing up for yourself, it's about showing up for what's important, it's about picking things that work for you, and it's about having it be personal and not performative. That I think makes the difference.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think that's our key message. Just show up.
Yeah.
Whatever time you can. And also, don't think you need to have an hour or a certain amount of time to be able to show up. Going for half an hour jog, half an hour walk, half an hour training session and half an hour workout from YouTube. That's showing up. So it's important that you just show up for you however you can.
Yeah, in a way that works for you.
Yeah.
And I know that we're going to share the workouts that we've been doing for the last couple of weeks. As well as just a few quick tips and tricks that we've discovered over our slightly not so long journey.
Yeah, we tumbled, so you guys don't have to.
Yeah.
But I'm also interested to hear if you have been struggling with the gym or if you've somehow turned it around. Share your stories. We're keen to hear it. We're keen to interact with you guys. So let us know some of your gym struggles, some of your gym wins.
Also, if you're seeing anybody else that seems to be knowing things that we don't know, let us know about that as well.
Yes. So, submit your characters to us and we'll share them with the rest of the world. Because, yeah, we have a few and we will tell you about them in due course because some of them we'll talk to them first because I need more info.
Yeah.
I need more info.
I think so. Okay, so I think that's it for this week. Thank you to everybody who's been showing up for us. We appreciate it beyond measure so much. For episode 4, we're going to be taking you through the journey of the dress shopping experience that we did for our friend's wedding. So all of the stories from our experience wedding shopping and the absolute chaos and the unhinged behavior behind it and the absolute beautiful day that her wedding day was. That is going to be what we're going to be talking about next, and we hope that you guys will join us for that. But until then,
bye for now.
See you.